If you've been searching for home fitness equipment because you're staying home, you likely have come across different fitness programs and items. One that seems to get a lot of praise online is Crossrope, and it's even been touted as a perfect workout for traveling. But does it live up to the hype? Hey, it's Ernest from Trip Astute. In this video, we're going to do a gear review on Crossrope, a fitness set and app that might be perfect for your next trip, or even when you're stuck at home planning your next vacation. It occurred to me the other day that working out during the pandemic presents a lot of the same challenges that I face when I travel. You're often presented with limited or no equipment, and you may not have the ability or confidence to run on the streets in certain places due to safety. While I'm not worried about my security when I'm running outside right now, I'm a bit more self-conscious since it does get crowded and can be difficult to maintain enough physical distancing. There are a lot of articles that now recommend a distance of at least 15 feet when running or breathing heavily, since you're more likely to discharge more droplets, which could be an issue if you're an asymptomatic carrier. I know people are still doing it, and some are even making it work with a mask. However, I'm not an avid runner in the first place, so I'm less motivated to run around my neighborhood. And while traveling, it can be hard to predict the state or availability of equipment. I've been to hotels where the gyms were under construction, or worse, were so crowded that I couldn't use equipment. In fact, when I used to travel for work almost weekly, I would pick hotels based on their gym facility since I wanted to stay active. So what I learned through my experience is that it's always good to have a backup plan if you want to stay active. And what I mean by that is that you don't want to rely on any hotel equipment, especially when you're not sure what you're going to encounter. So today, I thought I'd share a piece of equipment that I've started to use recently and will likely keep using once the pandemic situation settles down. It's also something that I can see myself packing on my next trip, which might be useful for those of you looking for something new or different. It's called Crossrope. It's basically a set of interchangeable jump ropes of different weights that are meant to give you a more well-rounded workout. I came across it one evening when I was looking for home fitness gear. I was skeptical too. I've done a fair amount of jump roping when I used to do CrossFit, so I was used to using cheap speed ropes that only cost $10. But the thought of a better jump rope with different weighted ropes piqued my interest. After doing more research, I decided to take the plunge. Also, I should probably clarify that I'm not sponsored by Crossrope. I purchased my own equipment, and since I've been using them a lot, I thought I would share my honest opinion on the experience, especially from the perspective of a traveler. In this review, I'm going to focus on 4 aspects of the Crossrope system. I'll be exploring the equipment, the app, the overall experience, and finally the community. Let's start with the jump ropes itself. Crossrope offers several ropes and handles which can be purchased individually or as a kit. The Get Lean kit includes their slim handles, a 1/4 pound rope, and a 1/2 pound rope. The Get Strong kit includes the power handles and a 1 pound and 2 pound rope. There's also the Get Fit bundle, which includes both sets. I ended up purchasing the Get Strong kit. I also bought a 1/2 pound rope, and eventually I even bought the 1/4 pound rope. In retrospect, I probably should have purchased the Get Fit kit. Though the reason I opted for the power handles is because of the versatility. You can use the lighter ropes on the power handles, but you can't use the heavier ropes on the slim handles. So I went with the power handles in hopes that I could use them on more ropes. When looking at the handles itself, you'll notice that they are extremely high quality. The grips are a synthetic material with a plastic end cap. The top of the handle has a steel bearing that allows the smooth rotation of the rope when jumping. You can see how smoothly the handles spin when rotated without the rope. There's also a steel connector that attaches to the rope. The connector has to be pressed on both sides to release the rope. The ropes are also much better than I expected. They are single strand steel and have a thick and durable plastic-like coating. As I've been jumping, you can see that most of the scuff marks on the rope seem to be from the mat and not from the rope itself. I also noticed that the ropes do not tangle like other jump ropes that I've used. I don't know if it's because of the size of the ropes, but even the thin 1/4 pound rope doesn't get tangled like other cheap ropes that I've used in the past. You could say that these jump ropes are over-engineered, but that's not a bad thing. If you're serious about fitness and have been frustrated with jump roping in the past, you'll appreciate the level of thought that's gone into making these ropes. The handles also come with a lifetime warranty, so you can expect them to perform over the long term. The next part of Crossrope is the app. Of course, you don't need the app to jump rope. However, their free app does have a variety of workouts to choose from. 10 of their most recent daily workouts are available, and there are 5 different challenges that you can join as well. The workouts feature different levels of fitness and movements. For example, some workouts are labeled as strength and will typically use the heavier ropes. There are high intensity interval training or HIIT workouts that feature segments where you'll use bodyweight movements. There are also endurance workouts that are more focused on jumping for longer intervals. What I love about the app is that it guides you through the entire workout. For example, the app shows you the ropes and movements involved, then it walks you through each section with audio cues. There's also a premium option that unlocks additional workouts, allows more filtering, and adds a jump counter. I personally haven't felt like I needed to upgrade yet, but I think I probably will once the jump counter is integrated with the workouts. As of this video, the jump counter is still a standalone feature. The app also integrates with Google Fit and Apple Health. This could be useful if you're someone who's tracking your activity in those ecosystems. I've heard people refer to the Crossrope app experience as the poor man's Peloton. While it's certainly less expensive than Peloton, I don't think that I would say it's any less effective. In fact, I personally feel like I don't need to have real-time classes or workouts, and I honestly prefer jumping over cycling, but of course everyone's going to have a different preference. In terms of experience, I have to say that I've been pleasantly surprised by it. Jump roping used to be a boring cardio activity that I would add to my HIIT workouts, though having the ability to swap out different weighted ropes makes it interesting. Plus, Crossrope encourages you to learn new tricks and jumping styles. I find that when I'm focusing on mastering a new jump roping skill, the workouts seem to fly by. And since jump roping is considered a more efficient workout than running, it's been a great alternative for me. I've been able to do it on my front porch without having to worry about maintaining a physical distance with others on the street. Ironically, I've also found that weighted ropes are a lot easier to control than thin speed ropes that I've used most of my life. You can really feel the ropes when working out, which gives you additional awareness of the rope's rotation. This allows you to learn different jumping styles and tricks faster. Using the app has been fantastic too. I usually design my own HIIT workouts, so being able to mix in jump roping into my routine has been fun, but it's also convenient using the app since I don't have to design my own workouts. The workouts that I've completed have been exactly what I needed. For example, the other day I was looking to push myself, so I did an advanced endurance workout. On the flip side, there was a day last week when I didn't sleep well, so I wanted to do a less intense workout. I opted for a shorter beginner workout, which was exactly what I needed. The app is free and doesn't require Crossropes to use it. It's worth downloading and checking it out even if you don't have their ropes, though it definitely helps to have them as the workouts are optimized and structured with their equipment in mind. The last aspect of Crossrope is the community. This is actually one of the reasons why I ended up getting it. Crossrope has a very active Facebook group where people can share workouts, results, and advice. I found their community to be very supportive and helpful, as well as a wealth of knowledge on all things related to crossropes and jump roping. I've definitely been inspired by others in the group. In terms of travel, I haven't had a chance to take it with me on a trip. That's mostly because of the pandemic, though I'm convinced that when we do travel again, I'm going to pack my crossrope set with me. Not only am I enjoying it, but I find it to be a very efficient workout. For me, it beats using a bike or treadmill. And if I can get the same results in less time, that means that I'll be able to spend more time enjoying my travels while maintaining my fitness. As you can tell, I highly recommend Crossrope, not just for traveling, but also as a general fitness system. The only negative aspect of Crossrope is the cost of the ropes, especially if you're used to jump ropes being an inexpensive and simple device. Though I have to say that you're paying for a quality product and really a fitness system. And while paying $100 to $140 for a jump rope set may seem steep, I feel like I get a lot of value from them. Not just in terms of meeting my fitness goals, but also in the long-term savings of me working out from home and not at the gym. Though if you do decide to get it or even start jump roping with your own rope, here are a few things to keep in mind. Number one, give your body time to adjust. When I got the ropes, I got a bit excited and ended up doing multiple consecutive days of jump roping. After about 5 workouts, I noticed that my shins were starting to hurt. If you have type A tendencies like me, then you want to make sure that you're also stretching and giving your body enough time to adapt to the exercise. Just like with everything, your body needs time to adjust to the new exercises and routine. On that note, number 2, jump on a thick mat. Jumping on a mat not only protects your joints for additional wear and tear, but also prolongs the life of your ropes. Crossrope sells several mats that you can order. You can also find additional fitness mats online. It's definitely worth getting one to protect your investment, not just your ropes, but your body as well. Number 3, try different shoes. When I started jump roping, I was trying to figure out the best shoes for the activity. The truth is, there isn't a perfect shoe out there. In the community, you'll see that people are using everything from running shoes to even some traditional high-top basketball shoes. There are even shoes designed for jump roping. For me, I found that my cross-training shoes seem to work best, but just know that you might find that you prefer a shoe with more or less cushioning and support. Number 4, start with the lower weight ropes. I did the opposite and started with the heavier ropes. Swinging the 1 pound and 2 pound rope is a tough workout, and it doesn't lend itself to creative jump roping. If you're just starting out or even trying to learn new tricks, I think you'll find the lower pound ropes to be more effective. In fact, for me, I think the half pound rope seems to be my most used rope. Number 5, explore free jump rope content. There are some incredible jump rope channels on YouTube that are worth checking out. For example, Jump Rope Dudes is a great resource for those looking to get started. They even have free workouts that you can check out. I've been watching a lot of their content as I've gotten more interested in jump roping as an activity. Crossrope also has a lot of videos showing different tricks and techniques and are definitely worth watching to gain more knowledge on jump roping. Have any of you tried Crossrope or even jump roping as a travel or daily fitness activity? I'm curious what you all are doing to stay active. Please let me know in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If so, please give us a thumbs up and consider sharing the video with others. It really does make a difference in growing our channel and community. We hope you all are staying safe and healthy. Until next time, travel safe and travel smart.